a couple months ago, something triggered my YouTube algorithm, and all these semen retention videos started to trickle into my YouTube feed. And I was like, what the fuck is going on? Do I need to retain my semen now? I kept ignoring them, but my algorithm kept pushing them for me. So I was like, all right, let me check. And that's how I discovered this cookie community. It's really wild. There are so many guys who are willing to share their simulation progress on the internet. It's really crazy. And in these videos, they're like, hey, what's up, guys? I have 45 days into my simulation and I'm going strong. I don't get any urges anymore. I'm off of porn and my testosterone is increasing, my mental clarity is boosting, I have more productivity and confidence, I'm attracting more girls. This is legit. This is crazy. That kind of stuff, right? And this is really interesting because it has the same vibe as the law of attraction manifestation communities. It's getting into the spiritual realm. And it's baffling because we all know there is no scientific evidence that backs up all these anecdotal benefits, right? In fact, doctors say there's no biological benefits out of it. They recommend you ejaculate regularly to stay fertile and maintain good prostate health, right? That's what they say. But in the community, people are treating simulation as some kind of life cheat code. It fixes everything. It turns into a man. It increases testosterone, confidence, mental clarity, physique, and semen retention aura. Whatever that means. It's so kooky. But I'm trying to be open-minded here because recently my girlfriend accused me of not being open-minded, so I'm gonna keep an open mind here, all right? So even though doctors say there's no biological benefits out of it, there could be psychological benefits depending on how much time you spend on porn, you know? So I have a question for those who know more about this community, all right? So people who get into simulation, what kind of baseline sex drive are we talking about here? Do they all have ungovernable lust that compels them to jerk off 3 times a day or something? Like they are so horny that they need to clinically get into simulation to stay productive or something? Or is it more like they have, the urge hits once or twice a day, but they want to do simulation to gain all these benefits, to increase their aura, to attract girls or something? Which is it? Because I'm the latter. I have average sex drive and the urge hits once or twice a day. I can easily control myself. I can stay focused on my tasks. I don't get distracted by these urges, right? Or porn. So I don't see how segmentation changed my life in a meaningful way. But if you're a former who has a lot of sex drive and you cannot focus on work because of this urge, right? That in that case, it brings benefits in the forms of more free time, productivity, mental clarity, and less dopamine overstimulation and everything, right? If you're that, lustful, disgusting goblin and you go months without masturbation, that means something. That should make you see yourself different. And the longer you go, the more confident you'll be. I can definitely see that. But that being said, it's a stretch to say it increases your aura. I don't see the connection between the act of retaining semen and gaining higher power, increasing aura. There is no connection between these two things. Like I said, I watched some of these videos, right? And mostly they're kids and they're like, hey guys, I'm on the second week of simulation and it's legit because when I walk into a classroom, I get looks from the girls. They look at me. This has never happened to me before. So it's been crazy since I started simulation. So this is legit. And I'm like, are you sure? Isn't it just a coincidence? Like it's been only 10 days and you're seeing all these results? It's crazy. And maybe you were, misinterpreting things. Like maybe they didn't look at you. They just look in your direction or something, and you because you're seeing everything through the lens of imitation, right? So you misinterpret these things a lot. So that's what's happening. You know, people like to give a meaning to what doesn't make sense, right? For example, when something really good happens out of nowhere, they give credit to what they've been practicing, whether it's manifestation, the law of attraction, prayers, or semen retention, whatever. They connect the dots that aren't there really, right? They like to make up reasons behind what's happening around them, right? And that's what's going on with the semen retention community. Like, how does retaining semen leads to increasing aura or gaining higher power from the god, It doesn't really make sense. And if retaining semen increases your aura, I shouldn't be overloaded with that because sometimes I go weeks without masturbation. I find myself not having done it in weeks, sometimes in the month, because when I'm busy, I forget about, you know, jerking off, and by the logic, I should be having a lot of aura, right? And I don't see that, so it's not real. So I don't take advice from these sim retention guys. I'm sorry, my algorithm. I'm not gonna listen to these people because it doesn't sound convincing, really. Instead, I take advice from Matthew McConaughey in The Wolf of Wall Street. In the movie, he says, "Jack off more to stay relaxed. It's a key to success," or something, right? I gotta take advice from Matthew instead of all these sim retention gurus. So I'm going to, ejaculate regularly, maybe a couple times a week. That is healthy. Not too much, all right? Not 3 times a day or something, but everything in moderation. So that's it. I just want to talk about this wired community, and yeah, don't listen to these people. They're not. These benefits are not really real. Don't trust them. All right.